Today we're going to try out the Valkyrie, which is a melee hybrid spec for some CLERIC in Conquest of Azeroth. We're going to check it in both PvP and PvE scenarios to see how the class goes, and I did already ding it to level 44 to showcase you all the cool and interesting stuff the specialization has to offer. So let's dive right in. Okay guys, so this class is basically a builder-spender spec, where you use mana to build some rage and then spend most of the rage to pull off the most damaging things we have in our toolkit. The great thing about this spec is that it's very fluid, and this is due to the fact that we have one spammable ability that costs rage. It's pretty much spammable, but we also have a spender which is a glorious execution that deals massive amounts of damage but has a pretty long cooldown of 15 seconds. But then again, we get spells like Dawnbringer or Justice, which also deal massive damage, and they are AoE spells that can actually reset the glorious execution and set up even more burst. Sometimes it kind of feels that you lose quite a lot of burst, well, of damage due to this burst phase, although later down the line you get a spell that actually resets, not resets, but shortens the cooldown on your main abilities, whether you deal damage, and it doesn't matter if it's auto attacks, its ability, it constantly goes down every time you attack, which in fact does create windows of burst damage, but does not really hinder your overall damage at all, which makes the playstyle really fluid and very engaging and fun to play. It's literally a Paladin on steroids at this point, not only because we have crazy amounts of damage, but also crazy mobility with things like Sungate that teleports us forward and increases our movement speed while disorienting our enemies, Valkyrie Spear, which basically charges our target with a massive Valkyrie Spear and deals crazy amounts of damage. We also can cast instant spells in forms of damage and healing while spec'd correctly, and we have a crazy cool spell that is packed with everything that you possibly would want on every character, literally, which is immunity, charge, damage, healing even. As you can see, it jumps forward and then rains down the charge right on top of your enemy, and you're basically immune during that period of time, and while landing you deal damage and further reduce your damage taken, which creates some crazy synergy of a Valkyrie avatar that is unstoppable during the charge. On top of that, we have a sunset mechanic, which basically gives us a buff that stacks up to 20, named Solar Power, that further allows us to buff our abilities. Some of those like deal more, has more crit chance, deal more damage, have some instant cast, like for example this Spear of Light. I can just literally spam it during my sunset phase, which creates another crazy burst window. This sunset state does not really have any cooldown, although you have to stack it up to 20 to be able to pull it off, so it does require some pre-planning to be able to pull it off correctly. Some abilities can generate more sun power instantly. Like I said, the best thing is that everything feels pretty smooth and fluid. If you want to quickly stack that sunset, you can just run around and spam Gavel of Atonement to be able to pull it off correctly and fully utilize all the additional damage you can get from your powered up spells. Thanks to all those things, we have crazy amounts of single target and AoE damage. As with Sunset, we can basically spam our spears, like I shown you before, and also every ability we kind of cast, we get a buff that actually reduces the cast time of our single target or AoE damaging ability, depending how we spec. So we can spec more into single target, more into AoE, or as for PvP, for example, we can take more healing to further increase our survivability. We have some crazy AoE stun, and if you really want to, we can further increase our AoE damage by expanding Glorious Execution to hit up to 3 targets, which is pretty crazy if you ask me. As you can see, the burst is pretty deadly. We can get through mana storms very easily just by spamming Gavel of Atonement and stacking up this buff that allows us to instant cast our AoE spell. And then we also build stacks of Sunset to be able to instantly cast it without any previous preparation. Like in this case, look at this, I got Sunset ready, so I pop it, and then I just spam my AoE. I can stun them, bang, bang, bang. And then we spam Gavel of Atonement to proc even more instant casts and to get back to full Sunset earlier, and there we go. We have full Sunset once again, and we can further go into our AoE mode. Thanks to this, it's crazy good for mana storms, especially that we also have some additional spells to use during AoE, like for example our charge that further increases our damage output in AoE situations. And basically all those tools allow us and give us a very cool and fun playstyle. Look at this charge, Valkyrie charge. We go in, we pop all the coolies, and we go for some crazy amounts of damage. The rotation can seem a little bit complicated, but when you actually boil it down, it's actually only 4 buttons to press, just in a very concrete sequence. And if you really want it, then you can just simply make a cast sequence macro for burst, and then just in other situations spam your Gavel of Atonement to stack more solar power and get some passive damage to reduce your auto cooldowns. When it comes down to PvP, we're a real force to be reckoned with. With all the charges and burst damage, it's really actually hard to stop us. And in case of tough situations, we can always just run away and carry on to own somebody else. The burst is crazy good, and not many classes can actually withstand it. And if you catch somebody off guard without any cooldowns and things like that, 100 to owe them in seconds. Man, this freaking guard is so annoying. They actually really made them quite deadly. But look at this burst, bang, I managed to kill him before I will actually die. Funny thing is that this class, on top of all the immunities, charges, mobility and stuff like that, also have quite a lot of movement speed reductions that can pin down our targets. Look at this, they all want me. They follow me. Come on, let's bait them. Right around here. Okay, but the battleground ended, so we're going into the next one. As in most of the classes in Conquest of Azeroth, our DPS tree is kind of divided into 2 playstyles. One is more of like a kind of spellcaster. We have a very big pyroblast that can be made in an instant cast with even more damage. We also have some things that power up our casted abilities from our procs. Or we have the second part of the tree where we go more into melee abilities and make them into AoE powerhouses. Let's charge in, finish off this guy quickly. I get kited as hell and I get killed because I didn't react in time. Yeah, that's the thing in CoA. You either use your cooldowns or you die. There's this Venomancer healer over there. Let's go for him. We get Sungate for teleport, interrupt, finish him off quickly. That was pretty good. The burst damage is pretty crazy, so like I said, you do have to utilize your burst as soon as possible. Stun this guy, he was able to fly away, but he has flown right onto my team, which was pretty crazy. Let's use our immunity real quick. Maybe I will be able to burst him down, probably not, there's like 3 people on me. We've got some pretty nice action right here. Let's put the Sungate and finish him off. Nice. The good thing about Sungate is that other people can also use it. Oh, I don't know if you have seen it, but this guy just teleported right next to me. Very good. 6 kill, 2 deaths, almost stop damage. And everything is just pure and simple burst. Let's get to the Pyromancer. They are very fragile to kill. Charge down onto this guy. Oh my god, I got rooted on in the air, which was pretty crazy. But yeah, that's the burst we have now. If you go like 3 or 4 classes right on top of you, then you're pretty much dead. I exchanged some kills, so not so bad. The rangers are pretty deadly as well, especially the ranged ones. This guy actually seems to be like melee one. Let's grab a Berserker to get a little bit more damage and start bursting down. This guy is going down. There's no running away now, bro. Should look at this range damage. It's pretty crazy. There's a guy at our back. Let's finish him off quickly. Yeah, like 2 spells and literally like half of the HP is gone. It's pretty damn crazy. And big damn. See ya, bro. And see ya me as well. I think I got hit by like 800 Pillar of Flames. Yeah, those pyromancers hit like freaking trucks, but they can be dispatched with 2 spells as well. I will say this once again. You do not use cooldowns, you go down. Which creates a pretty nice, fast-paced PvP environment. I mean, still many people like, blame the balance or the lack of balance, actually. I can run away with the Sun Gate because I get focused a little bit too much to my liking. This guy, let's smack him with a Horus Blast. Holy moly. Too much damage, I'm gonna die to dots, probably. Yeah. Yeah, still many people complain about the balance and stuff like that, but I don't know, for now, let's just have some fun. Play what you want, play what is powerful, play what you feel is good. Eventually there's still work in progress, so many things will change actually. Yeah, let's go in. Oh, look at this juicy shoot. Let's stun this guy, maybe try to do some damage. He's got some crazy absorbs. Let's do the attack from the far. Teleport for some healing buff. And some other peeps finished him off. Yeah, the Felsworn look pretty cool as well. I usually charge a little bit too fast and then I get slapped. Let's slow him down a little bit with our coolies. Yep, then line of sight a little bit. Okay, I need to wait for my charge abilities. Let's go in now. See ya, bro. Sungate, finish him off, please. Nice with the spell. Should probably hide behind the tree and wait for the coolies. Okay, we've got this, I think. Finish him off. Nice. I'm dying, actually. He'll probably pop some coolies, maybe heal a little bit. Nope. Yeah, the Starcaller Rangers, they're crazy amounts of damage as well. But the Chronomancer is actually leading the charts. I've seen some of those Chronomancer deal crazy amounts of damage in dungeons. Like, I mean, the difference was like I was doing 2k or 2.5 maximum, and this guy was rocking a 4k without even trying too much. So yeah, it can go up pretty damn crazy, to be honest. Okay, we got this guy. I need to trinket this and go for some more burst. Thank you very much. There's actually quite a lot of things that you can hide behind, so that helps a lot with this playstyle. Oh, you're going straight up into us. Hello there, bro. And see ya. Let's see how much I can hit with this spell. Oh my god, 800 crit. That had to hurt. Charge in, quick burst. Yeah, pretty fun, pretty fun. What can I say? Does this guy want me, really? You're going down, mate. I always forget that I have that freaking poison removal. I have it bound to some very, very far away key. I don't have mana, but I will probably die because of that. Yes. And the Starcallers do seem to have some kind of vanish or something, so... Let's go. Try to do some burst. Oh my god, I think I will get overwhelmed. Let's go up. Try to at least do some damage. Nope. Too many. I actually turn on YOLO mode too many times. There, we've got the Circa buff. Let's go for this guy. Stun him, maybe. Oh no, didn't actually happen. But I have pretty nice range on my spells as well. What the hell? Why can't I hit him? Okay, and let's finish him off with the glorious charge. That was pretty amazing, to be honest. Hey guys, we have actually capped the second flag, so this BG is kind of over. So let's try out some PvE dungeons now. So I'm gonna go back into the both trees in a second. For a second, sorry. Just to finish off my thoughts, because like I said, right side of the tree is physical abilities, like Justice, fiery weapons that allow Gavel of Atonement to hit with both weapons, stuff like that. So the right side is for fire and physical damage, which ends up with Valkyr's Grip, which is literally a Titan's Grip equivalent for some clerics that allows us to wield two-handed weapons, but reduce our holy damage to kind of differentiate the playstyle from hybrid to more of a fiery warrior. which kind of resembles Fury Warrior, to be honest, with all the spinning attacks like Justice, which resembles the Fury ability that also dealt AoE fire damage. Can't remember the name exactly, but yeah, there are some similarities. So right side physical and two-handed route, while left side is more into like spells that are being generated from stacking the Daybreak from the Sunsworn talent, and allows us to instant cast heal AoEs, Horusath Blast, which is that Pyroblast that can be cast every now and again, that ends up with a talent that Chains of Light reset the cooldown of Glorious Execution, which is still a melee ability, but thanks to this spell it allows it to use it more often, so it's up to you. But yeah, I probably believe that most people will actually go for the Valkyr's Grip. That's also what I'm looking for currently. We're gonna get into that later. Nice, we've got plenty of spells, plenty of quests for this one actually, so should be pretty nice for this one. Let's try to do some AoE stuff in the meantime. As you can see, currently we're absolutely destroying the meters, but yeah, those are just leveling dungeons, so the DPS is not scaling like on retail, for example, and I'm level 51, so it's pretty obvious I'm gonna be doing some crazy damage in here, even with those lags. There's also a talent that makes our Glorious Execution hit up to 3 targets, which I should probably spec into to further increase my AoE damage in dungeons like this one. But yeah, I will probably not have time for this now. Look at this burst on this guy. Let's do the charge, which is kind of cringe in that underground dungeon. There's a pretty funny situation. We have a Scorpion Dang and he actually couldn't fit the freaking entrance. Pretty hilarious, to be honest. Completely forgot about picking up the head quests. Now I need... This guy is pretty freaking funny. He cannot like take anyone in here because he's just literally too big. Oh my goodness, being Tank died. Pretty crazy if you ask me. Nice, give me the head now. What? Why there's no head? Ah, it's Basil Thread. We need one more guy for the quest. So I fucked up, guys, because yeah, I didn't turn in the quests. They are all over the place now and I cannot turn them in. Alright boys, and the winner of today's CoA giveaway is How to Mini 377 Zinarath on Alone. I'm waiting for the Star Color gameplay, so before I actually release this Star Color video, you will have your own chance to try it out. And as always guys, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and leave your IGN in the comment section below to have another chance to win CoA book and enjoy some level 60 alpha with us. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.